Okay, so anyway, yeah, so going through checking it out, most notable thing of they had like the indies that were around for you to check out and stuff,
Hmm.
and there was an indie set up for, I don't know if you remember Skate Story. It was
Like
the
like like one neuron is
Okay,
firing.
so Trailer is a super surreal skateboarding game where you are basically like the visuals are res slash Sayonara Wild Hearts style, highly unrealistic, over the top musical.
Oh, that's the one where like Satan is making you skateboard.
Yes.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this thing is sick, dude. I played.
Everything's made out of glass.
You are made out of glass. Yeah. So I played the 15-minute or so demo of that. Um, and it's it's one of those things where it's just like you either get on board with what this game is throwing at you immediately or fuck off. The tone is
Hmm.
very much, like press button, press button, and game is like, uh, you are a demon, you are a glass skater,
Hmm.
you must eat the moon.
How do you do that? Is
That's
it by
it.
skateboarding?
Press X to continue. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Next prompt. This is not Tony Hawk.
Hmm.
Press
Does it
X
say
to
that?
continue. Yes, you must confirm that you agree that this is not Tony Hawk. Skate Story basically is then you start playing it and you're like, okay, so if you're gonna describe this to somebody, the easiest way would be, yeah, sure, Tony Hawk Cross Res. But it is true in that once you actually do
Look
start
like
playing it,
skate cross res.
exactly, because Tony Hawk is real fast and loose and fun with the like extreme gravity and tricks and shit you can do. Not to say this isn't, but
Hmm.
the surreal visual style is contrasted with extremely realistic skating.
Hmm.
And the skating is realistic to the point where just getting a handle on your moving around on the board is tricky.
Hmm.
And if you just hit a curb like with too much speed and not enough lift, you're gonna trip over and shatter because you're made of glass. So you have to be
Hmm.
really precise on it, like almost like how like Monkey Ball requires you to be precise
Ironically
with
enough,
your.
this is similar to Tony Hawk's actual current skating experience. I don't know if you're aware, but Tony Hawk is all, like walking with a cane
Oh
now.
yes, yeah, yeah. Well, so he temporarily, while he was recovering from some surgery, I remember he said, yeah.
Well, there were two
Um,
parts to that. The part is first he injured himself, and then this is the second part where he's like, after 3 weeks, he was like, "No, I'm good," and then he injured himself much, much worse,
okay, okay,
and
I
then
didn't
had to
catch the
get
second.
surgery.
Damn. Fuck.
He's like
Well,
55, man.
and
You can't be dropping into the
no,
vert anymore.
so he's retiring tricks. He's doing them for the last time. Smartly so. Um, but yeah, the bit in Skate Story is like you're going for a surreal aesthetic combined with realistic street skating on the gameplay style. And it's funny because all I could think of when I was kind of going through it is like, this is the type of shit that would probably get actual skaters that into it, like more that are like just looking for like a wild ass fucking thing with music playing, and just like you grab at one point, like before you jump into a level, you grab like a bagel and shove it into your face, and then like a giant door explodes. And
Hmm.
it's just again absurdity. Who cares? It's just all about the aesthetic. But when it comes to the skating part of it, it's like you get like hold LT and then ollie for a kickflip, and then
Right.
hold RT and ollie for a heel flip, and then like you can nollie and you can kind of do like like some simple ass like a nose grind 50-50, like not
Hmm.
much. And when you do a grind, it's like it's those realistic grinds that are like kind of like really quick half plant, kind of just like bloop and you're off type of
Yeah,
bits. And then you
that
just have to,
counts.
yeah, and so you just have to get through these little areas.
That raises your multiplier.
It does, and in this case, it does damage to the boss demon that is observing you.
Ah, I see.
Um, so you enter like a little skate park area that's like a really normal set of benches and chairs and ramps in the middle of a hellscape, and then like a demon observer floats down to watch, and then like
So the
as
demon is watching you and going, "Oh, that's a sick trick. Oh,
show
oh."
show us your stuff, you know. Yeah, like, and then you do stuff, and then as you do the moves, it's like damn, and then the life bar goes down, and then you eventually destroy the demon, you know.
So does he like go, "Wow, that's a good job, cool tricks," or does he like fly apart because your skating killed him?
Your skating kills it. It shatters into
Dude, man,
pieces.
I love it. I love it.
The demon gets murdered, and then a door appears, you know. Yeah, and then you take a bite out of the moon, and then you start puking black, and then the black puke increases as you get further and further in, and you're not doing okay, you know. Yeah, and it's going somewhere, I suppose, but you know, not before the demo wrapped, though. There's also like little things to it where it's like you can get off your skateboard at any time, but if you do, it shuts the progress door down. And little things like, oh, go collect these, jump over that or whatever. But anyway, it's gonna be fucking sick. And again, you're aesthetically like you're glass with a scarf, and every time you fall over and shatter into a billion pieces, it transitions back and comes together in a pretty satisfying way.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like very interested in it. What's that coming out? Is that this year?
I don't know. But I know that at the very least there's that trailer, and there might be a playable demo online at some point. The music seemed pretty fucking cool, but it was pretty loud, so I couldn't super hear. And I ain't putting no fucking headphones on or anything, so you know. But the boss fight music, I could hear that kind of picked up and was doing that kind of like, you know, like repeating. The vocals are kicking in. You're hearing a bit of a choir, and you're hearing the you know, the escalation of things as you're doing damage and stuff. So yeah, Skate Story is the main thing I wanna point y'all to. Just fucking, it's doing it. And it also looks like a game that, again, if you just come in from the skate park and you are fucking baked out of your mind, if you get nice and red and then sit down and play a game where you're a glass skater eating bagels and trying to eat the moon and puking and shit, and a rabbit's just running around and stuff, you're going to probably be very entertained by it. So, yeah. Eyes on that. Yeah, I mean, you know, not much else to it, really. That's the deal.